Ken, I mean, El Nakamot Hashem, El Nakamot Ofia. There's a Tehillim that says that Hashem is the God of vengeance. The God of vengeance arrived. It's one of the prophecies that's going to happen at the end of days. HaKadosh Baruch Hu is going to take revenge against all of the evildoers, and some of these evildoers are Goim. Most of them are, but some of them are, unfortunately, are Jews. They're called Erev Rav. And that Erev Rav could be also very, very religious people. Dayanim. The Gemara says that one of the things that creates anger, whatever anger is in the eyes of Hashem, is when judges that are Dayanim in a Bet Din, a Jewish Bet Din, distort the law to their own likings because of different political reasons or different financial reasons. They'll convert somebody just because the guy gave them an extra 20,000 under the table. They'll say this guy is right even though he's really wrong, but that's because he's going to give him tzedakah, and all types of distortions of the law. Unfortunately, this stuff happens every single day, and this creates a lot of anger. There are other things that create anger, but the point is that HaKadosh Baruch Hu will take revenge. Will take revenge against all of those wicked people that distorted His Torah, especially those people that distorted His Torah. Especially those people that distorted His Torah, simply because those people are not only hurting themselves, they're hurting the public. They're hurting the name of the Torah. They're hurting the name of Hashem. People are, left, to go astray because of their decisions, because of what they do, because of what they portray. And that's why we speak very harshly against idolaters, against people that are missionaries, and even against people that have false beliefs within Judaism. Where they pretty much are, just beating around the bush constantly to tell people, no, don't worry, everything's okay. Hashem loves you no matter what. We speak very harshly against them because those people enable the sinners to continue being sinners. It's countless people come to me and tell me, listen, my father's been going to shul for 20 years, but he's not religious. What do you mean? He's been going to shul for 20 years, but he's not religious. How could that be? What does the rabbi do? How does even if the rabbi doesn't necessarily rebuke him personally, how does the rabbi not make sure to mention certain things during the weekly shiur that this guy will get something through his skull? Or maybe after 20 years, make one private meeting with the guy. Do something. How does a guy go to shul for 20 years and still stay not religious? So those people that distort the Torah, actively do it, create a lot of problems for Am Yisrael. Just today, I got a case, somebody asked me a very difficult question. Said, what happens if a woman goes to a Bet Din, converts to a Bet Din, but she never kept mitzvot? I said, what kind of mitzvot she didn't keep? I said, did she keep Shabbat? He goes, no. I said, never? He goes, never. I said, the Gemara Masechet Avodah Zarah says she's not a convert. Our conversion is null and void. She fooled the Bet Din, and hopefully the Bet Din didn't know. Most likely they didn't. But the point is that her conversion is zero, nothing. Because there's no such thing as a convert that doesn't keep Shabbat.
What about the kids?
So that's the next question. The guy says, yeah, but she has kids. I said, those kids are 100% Goim. Because yeah, but one of them is already 40 years later. And one of the kids is a Haridi. She's a Haridi, mamash, with the whole payas, the hat, the everything. I said, I'm sorry, you have to let this Haridi know he's a Goy. He's 100% a Goy. You have to let him know. Why? He's going to live his whole life thinking he's a Jew. That's a problem. Why? He's going to marry a Jew. He's going to have kids with a Jew. He's going to live a life as a Jew. He's going to go up to Shemayim and tell him you're Shem Yachem what you are. So this is a problem. And this is happening in many places. There's a school here in Florida, a Chabad school. Almost, it's not a big school, Baruch Hashem, but it's a big building. The principal of the school herself told me, half of the kids that go to the school are Goyim. I said, what do you mean? She goes, half of the kids that come to the school are Goyim, are non-Jews. I said, why? I mean, in the process of conversion. He goes, some of them are in the process of conversion. Some of them just prefer to go to this type of private school because they know it's better than the other private schools. I'm thinking to myself, wait a minute, but it's not like kindergarten. Worst case scenario, he throws a tomato at each other, maybe a Lego too. These are 13, 14, 15-year-old kids. What if the boy likes the girl, and the boy is a Jew and the girl is non-Jew? No, nobody thought about this. This is everywhere. It's not just here. It's in New York, it's in Jersey, it's in California, it's everywhere. These glorified public schools call themselves religious or call themselves Jewish or call themselves something. It's everywhere. So this is a generation where you have to double check everybody. Everybody before you get married. Why? You're not even sure who's Jewish anymore. Just check. Who's their mom? Who's their dad? Who's their grandmother? How she converted? Okay, who? What? When? Show me. How? Who? What? You don't have a stamp? You don't have a certificate? You have to do Giyur Chumrah. What do you mean? But he's been religious for 30 years. Okay, so the Giyur is going to be easy for you then. No, but it's busha, it's embarrassment. Okay, so what do I tell you? You have to check. You have to. If you don't have proofs of Judaism, you have to check. I'm telling you, it's a very, very dangerous generation. Very dangerous generation. Because I deal with a lot of converts, I see a lot more dirt than I guess some other rabbis. And unfortunately, it's a disaster. It's a disaster out there. There's a lot of stuff that's going on everywhere. There's Christians that pretend to be Jews. There's in Keilot, they look like Hasidim. They look at Hasidim. There's an entire a couple of organizations, of Christian organizations, where they send their shlichim, their missionaries, to Jewish communities, specifically Hasidic Jewish communities, dressed as Hasidim, looking like Hasidim, acting like Hasidim. Why? To befriend a few weak people within the kehillah, and every kehillah has a weak couple or two, if not more. Bring them closer and tell them, have you heard about Yoshke? Have you heard about him? Let me tell you about him. He's a rabbi. He's a Mashiach. He's a this. He's not going to tell me he's going to gain home like the Gemara says. They're going to tell me in different places. So, that's their job. Already a few have been caught in the last couple of months. There's unfortunately, some rabbis that sold their soul to the devil in Muncie and in Jersey. Where is it? Lakewood. That did a joint job to translate the New Testament to Yiddish. Yiddish is the only language that only Jews speak. Hebrew, you can say the Arabs speak Hebrew. Some Christians speak Hebrew. Some people that like languages speak Hebrew. Yiddish, only Jews speak Yiddish. Only Jews. Meaning, this New Testament only catered for Jews, religious Jews. Who translated it? Jews. But religious Jews translate. Why? Because they got a few $100,000. It's everywhere. Unfortunately, people don't think that missionaries and Christianity is a problem. People try to distort the Torah in a million different ways. There's even modern Orthodox people that try to personify Jesus in a nice way by calling him Rabbi, which is complete heresy against the Gemara that says that he's in Tzoar Otachat. He is in boiling feces right now. He's a Rasha Merusha that went against the Torah. He's a heretic. There's no other way to describe him. You describe him in another way, you are a heretic against the Torah. There is no rabbi, there is no nice way of personifying him. He's a Rasha, he was a Rasha, he is a Rasha, and he'll never stop being a Rasha. That's what the Gemara says in several places. Gemara Sotah, Gemara Avodah Zarah, Sanhedrin, I think a few other places. Gitin. Point is, that's it. There's no other way. There's no other visualization of him. But people are trying to be nice to the Christians. Why? Because they're donating a lot of money to Israel. They're helping IDF. They're helping Trump. They're helping this. So now you're an idol worshiper too. No, what do you mean I keep Shabbat? No, you believe in Trump. You believe in the economy. You believe in everything except God. You're the person that we talked about in the beginning of the shul. You're the person that we talked about in the beginning of the shul, that you believe in something other than HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're giving power to something else. Unfortunately, Rabotai, bitachon is not one of those things that is commonly taught properly. And a lot of people don't know it, and they're trying to befriend the goyim, so much so that you have sometimes religious leaders, very famous ones, befriending the church in very, very open ways, as if there's nothing wrong with it. Like this Rasha Mirvis from England was day-to-day meetings with the Pope and his friends, or Dweck, his girlfriend, or some other people that are constantly befriending the church in a lot of different ways. And it's confusing people. And part of the reason is because we are confused. We are ignorant. This generation is a generation of ignorant people. You tell people, listen, you want to listen to the Shul Torah? Well, how long is it? Well, don't you care who said it or anything? No, how long is it? It's 3 hours. No, come on. You have something shorter? Oh, what about a debate? There's a debate between some Jew and a Christian. Oh, okay, I'll watch it. Oh, you don't care how long it is? You don't care how long it is? You don't care who said it? No, it's debate. It's action. It's action. What are you going to learn from the debate? No, man, what are you going to learn with the debate? What are you going to learn? How not to be a Christian? You should already know that. You're a Jew. Why do people have this obsession with debates? For what? What do you? One time you realize it's all hocus pocus, that's it, finished. Go on with your life. No, I want to see what Dr. Brown says. It's the same nonsense he's been saying for 30 years. Lie after lie after lie after lie after lie. What else is he going to say? What else is he going to say? It's the same thing. It's the same hocus pocus he's been saying for 30 years. What else is he going to say? You believe in Torah? That 2 hours, 3 hours, you could be learning a few dafim in the Gemara, become a Ish Kodesh. You could learn some Shulchan Aruch, you could learn some Rambam, you could learn something in your life. No, I want to learn a debate. For what? Yetzirah tells him the debate is better for him. Yetzirah tells him that the politics is better for him. He wants to learn this. All types of things that are waste of time. So, we are confused people, we are ignorant people, but unfortunately none of that is going to help us in the day of judgment in Shamayim. When we go up to Shamayim, they're going to show us all of the time that we've wasted on complete, utter nonsense, doing absolutely nothing meaningful, nothing for toilet, nothing useful, and just completely wasted 30, 40, 50, 60 years of our life learning about everything but HaKadosh Baruch Hu. You're going to go up to Shamayim, they're going to tell you, do you know Ilchot Shabbat? Not so much. I know you can't drive. Anything else other than you can't drive? Oh, are you allowed to eat rice? No, that's Pesach, buddy, for the Ashkenazim. No, Shabbat. You know, I can tell you who was the president, the 43rd president. I can tell you who was the vice president under the 42nd president. Okay, but that's not going to help you in Shamayim. They can tell you all the laws. They can tell you the congressional meetings. They can tell you all of the different debates that held before the 45th president was elected. And they can tell you all that stuff. Torah, nothing. People all day send me messages to no end. It's like junk mail of all of this nonsense that they watch on the internet about this politics and these two zonot that wanted to go to Eretz Yisrael, and Bibi Netanyahu told them no, but then he told them yes, but then they said no. It's complete, utter nonsense and waste of life. People spend so much time wasting their life on the shtuyot. No wonder they don't know anything. And the little bit of information that they know, they get it from the wrong source. They go to some messianic crazy guy that tells them that the Rabbi is God, or he's a Mashiach, or that you have to break dance in the middle of the street to be happy, or that you have to have some odd diet, or you have to do some type of strange thing that there's no source for it in the Torah. Just as long as you put a red string and go to a Kabbalist once a year and give him $1,500, everything's going to be fine. All types of cults and shtuyot that people create. No wonder Gehinnom keeps getting bigger. But then they say, no, you're a fanatic, you're machmir. What machmir? I told you one time something above the law. One time there's a stringency. Not once that I ever teach a stringency. It's just that we're so ignorant of what we're supposed to do that the basics looks like stringencies. So you have to be strict with your life. Strict with your time. You can conduct your life, you can work, you can live, you can get married, you can have kids. I can do anything I want. I just have to do it in a kosher way. That's it. That's what the Torah says. Anything you want to do, you can do. Anything you want. Anything that's normal, like normal person, you can do. You know, you're a sick person, then nothing can help you. Don't want normal. Anything a normal person wants to do, you can do. Anything. There's a kosher way to do it. Any food you want to eat, you can eat. There's a kosher way to eat it. Flavor, meaning. You want to eat something that tastes like pig, there is a what's kosher turkey bacon. There's a fish called chibuta. There's a duck in Japan that has the flavor of bacon. You have this fascination with bacon, you can eat bacon, just it's not pig, it's a kosher one. You have there's even soy. You want to be intimate with a woman? Okay, just get married. Make sure she's a bat Yisrael. Get married, finished. You wanna be successful? Okay, go have a kosher job, make money, do your business, no problem. Anything you want to do, you can do. You want to have fun? No problem. As long as you fulfill your obligation with Torah and mitzvot, you can have fun in a kosher way. You want to go climb a mountain, you want to be on a boat, you want to go, I don't know, some type of whitewater rafting, no problem. As long as you fulfill the Torah and mitzvot and you don't go to places full of znut, no problem. Go, do, have fun. Have fun. Everything you want to do, you can do. Just has to be a kosher way. That's why I say you have to think of the Torah first and then what you want. Because once you think of Torah first, already eliminates a lot of the wrong choices. A lot of the things that you shouldn't want. A lot of things you shouldn't want. And then after that, you start realizing that a lot of the things that you shouldn't want are probably not good for you anyway. And the things that you're allowed to do are good for you. So you benefit in both ways. You benefit in the way your life is, the way your marriage is, the way you raise your kids. It becomes simply a much better way of life. Much better way of life.